Welcome to the Dodgers Blue News channel. Before the news, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's get to the Dodgers news. Hey Dodgers fans. Today we have some hot backstage news straight from Los Angeles. Let's talk about Mookie Betts and an important meeting following the tough loss to the Colorado Rockies. After the game where the Dodgers fell 4-3, with that decisive error in the ninth inning, Mookie Betts met with manager Dave Roberts and president of baseball operations Andrew Friedman. It was a private conversation, but given what happened, everyone knows exactly what was at stake. The Dodgers have been relying on Betts as a shortstop this season. He has shown defensive quality, a strong arm, and consistency in the infield. But while Betts holds down the infield, Teoscar Hernandez has struggled in the outfield, making mistakes on plays that have cost the team dearly. That's exactly what happened against the Rockies. Hernandez failed to complete a play after a double hit by Ezequiel Tovar. Shortly after, Warming Bernabel put the ball in play and delivered the walk-off. A tough loss for the team. It's worth remembering that Betts has collected multiple Gold Gloves as a right fielder and is considered one of the best at the position in the last decade. Roberts wants to give him the chance to continue at shortstop, but the pressure is growing. With the playoffs on the horizon, every detail in defense counts. After the game, Hernandez tried to explain. He said he was playing deep in the vast outfield, tried to make the play, but the ball slipped from his glove. Roberts didn't hide his frustration and was direct. Hernandez needs to improve. This meeting could very well have been a step toward important defensive adjustments for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts, despite establishing himself as a shortstop this season, has built his career as one of the best right fielders of the last decade. Multiple Gold Gloves prove his excellence at the position, a reflection of his range, game reading, and precise arm. Moving Betts back to right field wouldn't be a step backward, but rather a way to use an elite talent where he has historically dominated. On the other hand, Teoscar Hernandez is still seeking consistency in the field. His difficulty in taking clean routes, reacting in crucial plays, and reaching certain balls has already cost the team opportunities. Roberts made it clear that effort is present, but the team also needs consistency, especially as the season reaches its final stretch and the playoffs approach. Given this scenario, the solution could be simple. Reposition Betts in right field, his natural position, reinforcing the outfield with security and experience. With Betts out there, the Dodgers would gain defensive stability in critical moments, while Hernandez would have room to adjust his game, possibly even in other roles where his offensive strength can be better utilized without compromising the defensive side. The Dodgers have already shown flexibility in adapting their players as needed. This season, the experiment of Betts at shortstop brought positive results, proving that he is a versatile athlete capable of performing at a high level in different positions. But when the pressure rises and every detail counts, the team can opt for the safest path, placing their star in the position where he is considered one of the best in baseball. This potential change would be less a critique of Hernandez and more a strategic adjustment. After all, in October, defense needs to be at its highest standard, and it is exactly this pursuit of excellence that is part of the Dodgers' identity. It's in this mindset that the Dodgers continue moving forward, adjusting pieces and seeking stability for the decisive moments of the season. Now it's time to talk about Shohei Ohtani. The Japanese superstar may not be available for Thursday's game against the Colorado Rockies. According to manager Dave Roberts, there is a possibility that Ohtani will get a rest day after starting Wednesday's game at Coors Field. The plan makes sense. Ohtani has been playing both as a pitcher and a hitter, which takes a heavy physical toll. Pitching in the first inning and then immediately stepping up as the Dodgers' leadoff hitter is not easy to manage over a long season. Until now, he hasn't missed any Wednesday games when he pitched, as the schedule always offered a day off the following day. This time, the series against the Rockies doesn't allow that margin. With the playoffs approaching, every recovery detail becomes decisive. Giving Ohtani a rest day now could mean having him at his best when it really matters. The schedule is clear. Once the Dodgers finish the series in Colorado, they return to California to face the San Diego Padres in 3 matchups that could be the most important of the season. At this moment, the Dodgers hold a 2-game lead over the Padres in the National League West race. All indications are that Los Angeles will go with a heavy rotation against their direct rival, Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. On the other side, the Padres are expected to counter with Yu Darvish, Nestor Cortez, and Nick Pivetta, setting up a top-level pitching duel. Having Ohtani rested and healthy could be the major differentiator. His presence brings balance both at the plate and on the mound, and maintaining that balance is critical if the goal is to repeat as World Series champions. The regular season still has miles to go, but the coaching staff is already looking toward October, and this strategic rest could be part of a bigger plan to ensure Ohtani is at his peak when the team needs him most. Shohei Ohtani's health is, without a doubt, one of the key factors for the Dodgers to keep their pursuit of another World Series title alive. Since arriving in Los Angeles, Ohtani has delivered exactly what was expected, immediate impact both at the plate and on the mound. And it's not just about individual stats, but about the effect he has on the team's overall structure. Offensively, his presence at the top of the batting order completely changes how opposing pitchers approach the Dodgers lineup. Having Ohtani as the leadoff hitter means starting the game with someone who can hit the ball with power, get on base, and often set the tone of the game right away. His ability to generate runs not only opens the way for players like Freddie Freeman and Will Smith, but also puts pressure on the opposing defense from the very first pitch. On the mound, Ohtani continues to prove he is a unique talent. Every start brings a high volume of strikeouts, solid command of the strike zone, and the ability to dominate entire lineups. In a playoff scenario, where the margin for error is minimal, having a pitcher with this level of confidence can be the difference between advancing or going home. That's why the Dodgers coaching staff is so attentive to his physical management. Allowing Ohtani to rest strategically may seem minor now, but it becomes essential in October. Experience shows that championship teams are not only those with the greatest talents, but those that keep their key players ready for the critical moments. Moreover, a healthy Ohtani brings balance to the roster. He gives manager Dave Roberts more flexibility to plan the rotation, organize the lineup, and even take calculated risks during games, knowing he has a player who can perform in two roles. Very few athletes in baseball history have had this capability, and the Dodgers have the chance to maximize it. As the season progresses, the expectation is clear. Ohtani needs to be at full strength for October. If that happens, the Dodgers will not only have depth and power in the roster, but also the most versatile and impactful player in modern baseball. And in a race for the World Series title, having Shohei Ohtani at his best could be exactly the factor that puts Los Angeles back on top. Now it's time to talk about potential reinforcements for the Dodgers. And the first name that comes up in the conversation is Ketel Marte, second baseman for the Arizona Diamondbacks. In recent weeks, speculation has suggested that Marte could become a trade target, which naturally puts the Dodgers among the teams mentioned in this scenario. Marte is considered by many analysts to be the best second baseman in baseball right now. His offensive impact, with consistent contact, power, and the ability to get on base, combined with solid defense, makes him an elite player. It's no surprise that any rumor involving his name immediately grabs the attention of the entire league. Christopher Klein, from Fansided, highlighted the possibility of Marte being an ideal destination for Los Angeles. The argument is simple. The Dodgers have one of the best farm systems in baseball, constantly replenishing their roster with young talent, and could put together a competitive offer for a player of this caliber. The franchise has already shown in the past that it doesn't hesitate to use prospects as trade currency when it sees an opportunity to add a piece that can truly make a difference. The central point, however, is the difficulty of imagining the Diamondbacks agreeing to trade Marte directly to the Dodgers. Division trades do happen, but sending an all-star to the biggest rival in the National League West would be extremely rare. In practice, such a move would only widen the gap between the two teams. Still, the rumor reinforces a reality. If Marte does enter the trade market, the Dodgers will be among the main interested teams. And as unlikely as it may seem to see him wearing Los Angeles blue, the very fact that Marte's name is linked to the franchise shows the front office's willingness to explore every possible way to strengthen the team for the title chase. Continuing the conversation about potential reinforcements, the name on everyone's mind is Alex Bregman. The current third baseman for the Boston Red Sox was mentioned by Jim Bowden of The Athletic as a possible free agent target for the Dodgers in the upcoming offseason. Bregman is having a big season. Even after missing some time due to a quadriceps injury, He returned at a high level, earned his third All-Star Game selection in 2025, and has been a key contributor for the Red Sox, who are in a strong position in the American League wildcard race. His performance speaks for itself, a slash line of .305/387/546, resulting in a .933 OPS, the second highest of his career, behind only his historic 2019 season when he finished as runner-up for MVP. At 31 years old, Bregman is in his prime, and according to Bowden, he is likely to seek a long-term contract after the 2026 season. The Red Sox are naturally his first option for renewal, but other teams could be potential destinations, including the Yankees, Phillies, Mariners, Mets, and of course, the Dodgers. His arrival in Los Angeles would carry an extra layer of intrigue. The memory of 2017, when Bregman won the World Series with the Astros over the Dodgers in a series still remembered for the sign-stealing controversy. Naturally, this would spark debate among fans, but on the field, there is no doubt that he would be an impactful addition. For the Dodgers, the move would make particular sense given Max Muncy's situation. Muncy continues to contribute, but has already missed significant time due to injuries and has a contract only through 2026 at most. Adding Bregman to the roster would give the team not only depth, but also the security of having a consistent all-star at the hot corner. In a lineup already featuring Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman, Bregman could further elevate the team's offensive production. Ultimately, much will depend on Bregman's decision about whether or not to explore free agency. But if he chooses to leave Boston, the Dodgers will be ready to enter the conversation. Few teams have the financial structure and competitive appeal to pursue a player of this caliber, and Los Angeles is certainly one of them. Thinking about Alex Bregman wearing a Dodgers uniform opens an interesting discussion about how he would fit within the team. Bregman is an established player, with experience in big moments and championships on his resume, and his arrival in Los Angeles would have an immediate impact both on the field and in the clubhouse. Offensively, Bregman's profile fits perfectly with the Dodgers' philosophy. He combines quality contact with power, maintains a strong on-base rate, and can produce in high-pressure situations. In a lineup already stacked with stars like Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, Bregman would be another elite piece, capable of lengthening the batting order and making life even harder for opposing pitchers. Adding a player with an OPS above .900 to a team that already leads much of the league in offensive stats would create an almost unstoppable lineup. Defensively, Bregman would bring stability at third base, a position where the Dodgers have sought consistency in recent years. Muncy can contribute when healthy, but having a player of Bregman's caliber at the hot corner would provide added security. He has quick reflexes, efficient movement, and playoff experience, where every defensive detail matters. Additionally, Bregman's presence would give Dave Roberts more strategic options. Depending on the team's needs, Muncy could be used more flexibly, rotating between third base, first base, or even designated hitter in certain games. This would increase roster depth and reduce reliance on any single player, which is crucial in long seasons. Another important factor is Bregman's postseason experience. He has played in decisive series, faced hostile environments, and knows how to handle October pressure. That experience could be invaluable to a roster that, despite its talent, seeks to secure consecutive championships. Having someone who has been through these scenarios can make a difference not only on the field, but also in the team's mental preparation. In the end, Bregman on the Dodgers would be more than just an impactful signing. He would strengthen the defense, boost offensive power, and bring playoff experience. A natural fit for a team accustomed to competing at the highest level and constantly seeking every tool to stay on top. Looking at everything that's been discussed, it's clear that the Dodgers are in a decisive moment of the season, balancing internal adjustments while keeping an eye on major opportunities in the market. When we evaluate all these situations together, the message is clear. The Dodgers are not just reacting to events, they are planning for the near future. The franchise knows October demands excellence in every area: offense, defense, rotation, and bullpen. And that's why they are working on every detail, whether adjusting positions, managing the health of their stars, or monitoring the strongest names on the market. In the end, the Dodgers remain one of the most complete and ambitious franchises in baseball. With Betts finding his best spot on the field, Ohtani kept healthy, and the potential addition of talents like Marte or Bregman, Los Angeles continues firmly in the pursuit of turning potential into concrete results. If all the pieces fall into place, the path to another World Series title could become a reality. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think? Which of these moves do you believe could actually happen? Betts returning to the outfield, Ohtani getting more rest, or even the arrival of names like Ketel Marte and Alex Bregman? Share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time, Dodgers Nation.